Alright guys, welcome back to another utility video. It's been a while since we've done this, but unfortunately, Overpass got removed from the active map pool like a week ago, and Dust got at it. So we're going to do a Dust utility guide. I've got 40 nades here across smokes, mollies, flashes, nades that you need to know. As the map's played more, there will obviously become some intricate stuff. You'll see some interesting stuff from pros, but this is pretty much like the 40 standard nades that you need to sort of learn if you want to play the map. They should all be timestamped down below, and if you want to see utility videos moving forward, I know we do the shorts and we do TikToks, but if you want to see more in-depth utility videos, ways to improve the CS, stuff like that, please let me know by hitting that like button and leave a comment down below letting me know if you like it or not, and let's just go right into it. Alright, so we're going to kick it off with the long flashes and the door flash. So here is the long flash. It's from this spot here. You just aim. It's very loose, anywhere in this sort of vicinity, and it's a move jump throw. So I just do W jump throw. And it's going to pop here, and it's basically going to blind anyone that's trying to fight long. And then the other one you can do, whether you want to pair it or you want to go for like a later retake, if you come anywhere really behind this car and there's this beam, just aim, just do a normal throw, and it's going to bounce through and pop just behind the door, which means your teammate could be swinging off it, and it'll blind anyone that's holding the angle. So that's the two flashes you can use there. Then we have the long corner smoke from T-Spawn. I like throwing it from this one set position here because it's an easy lineup to remember. Well, mostly you're going to come and line up with the edge of this. And then you're going to aim here. This was maybe a little bit more finicky because it's best way I can do it is you're like on the middle and you come to the left a little bit. Obviously this new feature helps a little bit. And then it was going to be a jump throw. And the whole purpose here is it's going to bounce and just bloom in this area, which then means you can work around it as you try to come out. So you come out, you have the support flashes coming over, you can get outdoors. All you have to worry about is the wide side of the smoke. They basically have to come around it and try and fight you. So you can use that for some different A long techs. Then there's a long house smoke you can throw from coming into this corner, and you're going to aim basically on this doorway. If you were to zoom in, there's basically like, there's this middle panel, there's then one in the middle. So when you're aiming here, it's just going to be a jump throw. And the idea is, it's not going to catch, it's going to bounce in here. But what this allows, actually, is for your opper or any player that's trying to enter to get a peek, and it'll block any mollies. Pretty much what the smoke will do is where it lands, you're going to be able to, it'll extinguish the molly, and then allows your players to peek out and take the fight. Now, you can tell, we're sort of focusing on long at this point, so we're going to have the car Molotov next. What you want to do from this bin is just aiming at the edge of this, like you see this sort of box, right? It's aiming at the top right hand corner, and then it's going to be a move jump throw. So I'm going to W jump throw, and it's going to bloom like that, and that's going to cover off the molly. It does tick into the corner mostly, so you just have to worry about someone playing the deep angle. Next thing then, if you're coming out long, is going to be the cross smokes. Now there's two spots you can throw this one from. The first one's from pit, the second one is from here. And I'm going to do this one first. So you're in this corner, you're going to aim at that shadow, you're going to run for a decent amount, and then jump through here. And then you line up that basically in the middle, right? And then that's going to bloom the whole way across. You used to need two smokes for this. Now you only need one. And like I say, you can also throw it from pit. And from pit, it's right in the depth of this corner. So it's not right on the sign. You're a little bit to the right of it. You can see here, crouch, move, jump throw. And then basically it'll clear everything. It's going to bounce off that wall and land here. So that's two variants of it that you can do. We're going to move from A long now, and we're going to be looking at mid. Yeah, I want to do this one here. This is the fastest one I've found. So you're going to aim. You can basically see this mark here. The line's gone over it now, but there's this mark here. You're going to put it over basically in the middle of this, between this window and the top brick. So you want to be slightly higher up on it. This is thrown in such a way that it's going to come and land on top of the Xbox. And what this then does is it blooms upwards and around. So if you were wanting to take catwalk on the shore, they have to blow this smoke open. You can also throw it from this deep position, which is just a normal jump throw, looking at the edge of this building here. Do a jump throw. I think this is the one that's from CSGO, because it lands onto the box of the backside. Yeah, so either of those will work. Just pick whichever one. This one's faster, the one we did first, but take your pick for it. Now, before I waffle on any further, you may notice there's no sponsor in this video, and there is no sponsor in this video, but you may be wondering what I'm using to throw these nades. I have them saved in and stuff, and it's going to be Refrag, right? We're not going on about too much. I've worked with Refrag for like the past year. They provide a server for me and my team, and I use it to make all my utility content that you see on YouTube Shorts, you see on TikTok, and you see in videos like this. If you do want to try it, there's trial codes, which will be in the pinned comment below, and then there's also information on the discount code to get 15% off in the top of the description. If you need any help with it, you can jump into Discord, and we have extra trial codes there. Now we're going to continue with a door smoke here. This is when Refrag actually posted themselves on Twitter or X. You basically tuck into this corner. You can see this antenna here. You want to aim just to the right hand side of it. It's not letting me ping because there's nowhere to ping. You can see the dot there. roughly where you want to aim, and then it's going to be a jump throw. And then this one doesn't land on the other side of the door, but it should bounce in such a way that it catches here. Oh, that one didn't catch. Maybe it's a very, very finicky lineup that I've not got down yet. Let's see. I can't quite seem to get it to catch. We'll try a bit tighter to it. This is true trial and error of how we learn these util spots, by the way, guys. There we go. So it's a bit closer to it, right? And I know there's multiple smokes there. I'll have to clear them, because I have just missed it. It is very, very finicky. It's like just to one side of it. Unfortunately, when the maps are just out, this is the sort of lineups that we are learning. There you go. It blooms like that. It bounces. Second time lucky. We got it. And that is a way to smoke doors. Now, it's not ideal. You do want to smoke this side as well. You prefer it not to bloom into like the T side. But, you know, it does the job. Right, this one's taking a few times to try for me because I've not thrown it in so long. This right, left click throw. And I've missed it again. Jesus Christ. There we go. I don't know. Pause it before I threw it. I'm actually going to save this. I'm saving this as Hinge Smoke because, oh my god, this is taking me about 20 goes to get it. There we go. Back to back. We've done it, guys. That was stressful. Screw the Hinge Smoke. Now, one thing you can do if you're feeling risky and not going to die to the CT upper, basically you want to try and molly off the doors. I think you can do it from behind the boxes. Anything around here is going to work because basically you just want to stop them being able to rush into lower tunnels. Now, if you are in tunnels and you want to throw a molly, there's this one here. Now, obviously, you might be a bit exposed to short here. You're going to stand in this position. It's just a standard throw on this line up here. And it basically just falls into the corner. And if anyone's playing that deep corner, it'll flush them out. From the same spot, you can throw a support flash for short players as well. Very loose, I'm going to say. It's a move throw, just W throw. And it'll basically get it to go far enough to pop on that corner so that it can blind people. So again, just W throw, get it to go by the corner when it pops. Real nice and easy, quite loose in general. You could probably even throw it like here. Yeah, anything like that's going to do the job for you, okay? Now, this is actually a Jame combination. Now, basically, you're going to aim at the mark here. Come into the middle bars, aim at the mark here. What this is going to do is this is going to smoke short for you, okay? And this is something you can play with. It's going to pop there. It's going to bloom up short. What you can then do is come with a molly in between these two marks, right? And then without moving your crosshair or your mouse at all, you want to come out, just sort of aim in this area, and you want to molly over. And what that'll do is going to catch Goose as well, okay? Like, easy peasy combo that you can do. And then there's another set you want to do, which is I think it's the Avangar combos. Now, another one you want to pair with this Jame Smoke is going to be the Avangar Smoke, where you want to come into this corner and just aim in the middle of this thing here. And it's just a normal throw. Basically, this lands on top of these boxes down here, which means if you were to pair this with the Jame Smoke, which is this, it means that you're going to have a full, like, cross smoke thrown. Maybe my smoke didn't land perfectly. Hold on. Here we go. This should be the ticket here. You want it to land on the top box. There we go. Yeah, you'll see the difference now. It just blooms a little bit higher, which then with the other smoke, if someone's trying to play from here, gives you a bit of extra vision. Or blocks vision, I should say, rather than gives vision. Alright, guys, that bonus molly I was showing you, yeah, news just in. I was throwing it incorrectly. It should be this sight molly here. So I think you want to go to the top of this, and then you want to pull it across. Now, my crosser's a bit different. I think it's here. The idea is you want it to land on the top corner of the box, and then it spreads into sight, and that's it perfectly done now. There you go. I've actually done it correctly. And then we have a God Flash. Now, this one can be kind of loosey-goosey. You're basically going to come into this wall. Now, there would be a smoke up at this point, so you need to learn it. But basically, you want to aim at the top of this box, and you want to then just do a jump through. The idea of this is it's going to pop just behind the wall, so it shouldn't blind your guys coming from short. So just if you had a smoke up, for example, like this, you're going to want to try and remember roughly where the lineup is. In this case, you can kind of see it. And you're just going to do a jump through like that, and it's going to pop, boom, right there, and do absolute wonders as a God Flash. There is a molly you can throw as well as you're coming up short. I don't think this one really needs much of a lineup. You're basically just wanting to bank it off of this wall, okay? So you just want to come up, make sure you're aiming high enough, bank it off that wall, and then just molly off CT, which means if they were trying to get up, right, you can see the spread on that. It's going to delay them coming up to support the players on A side. Now, this one, I believe to be pretty loose. I don't think there's any, like, actual lineup for it. It's just an A smoke for post-plant. So you can plant the bomb. I'm not going to plant it because it'll mess up the game. And it's just dropping a smoke in this area. I think the whole purpose for it is, it means that, like, if anyone's trying to retake from long, they flat out, like, can't see you. You can play this angle here, sort of bleeding the smoke. And then have maybe someone post it here, and, you know, they can just watch for the creep. You know, it's going to, it just gives you something to play up. So this one's not really a lineup, but just be mindful that dropping a sight smoke post-plant can work really nicely. Now, this lovely CT smoke can be thrown from top mid. This one is pretty safe and easier to throw. I think short might be able to peek you, actually. Yeah, if short can peek you, so just be mindful of that. Then you're going to come into here, you're going to aim at the top of the box, you're going to do a jump throw. It's going to go up and over, and then it should bounce back down into CT like this. Yeah, there you go. That's it, bounced into CT. And I like that one. I think if you have a mid player, someone coming over, someone's on a mid lurk, you can throw this smoke. It'll sort of catch off the CTs a little bit. For context of how it looks as well, if you're coming from CT, it is fully smoking you off. Oh, before I went to mid, I should have shown you this, guys. So we've got a little bit of a mix-up here, but there's a molly you can do for sight all the way from long. It's this spot here. Now, you can basically see you want to come to the top step, right? And this is a move jump throw. There's this bit, like a mark here. You want to aim to the right of it. It's a fully, like, move jump throw move here. There you go. Catches like that. So if you have planted, the only thing this won't stop is short. So if you've planted on, like, the middle of site and you want to play post plant, you can do that. Now, I'm going to move over to some B utility for T side. Now, this is the one I have got from Nar. I saw him post this, so, like, full credit to him for this one. Or whoever provided it to him. I'm not 100% sure. No, I don't want Bot Stefan to throw my molly for me. Please, no. Basically, you tuck into this corner. The first one is going to be this dot here. You're going to line up and throw there with a jump throw. And then you're going to come up to this marking a bit higher, and you're going to do a jump throw. And now, when it loads in, one of these should land doors, and one of these should land for... Oh, this one has missed. Or has it worked? It might have worked. Let's go see. Yeah, so it's going to molly off window, and it's going to molly off doors. But keep in mind, it's only smoking their side, so they may try and come through and fight it, alright? But that's 2 from 1 spot, which is a super fast exit for you guys. Now, this one a lot of people like to do from tunnels, and I understand why, because it is a little bit easier. You just basically come to this box, you're going to aim just up here, and it's just a normal throw. You don't need a jump throw bind or anything. Just to show how this one's going to hit. It's basically going to land on the other side of the door. It's going to land there, alright? It's going to keep bouncing, and that's going to give you a real nice bloom to play off. You can see how awkward that becomes for a CT to try and move through it. Then these are the B site support flashes from tunnels. This one is very sort of wild lineup. I think it was about here, right? I kept no clip on again. Basically aiming at like this part of the wall. I think it was a W jump throw, right? So it's going to be even here. Try and get it through. You're going to go through like that. It's going to catch the entire site. So you're basically just trying to get it through this gap here, alright? There you go. You can just see. Just learn that one. Get it through the gaps. You're going to do a great flash for your teammates. So more B stuff is going to be coming behind this pillar, right? You're going to aim basically here. You can see this mark here. I'm going to sort of aim over it. There's a mark there on the wall. You're going to aim just to the right-hand side of it. And it's going to be a left-click throw. And the idea is the way this blooms is you can actually creep out of it. So you can sort of creep that fight a little bit, but you can mainly come out this way and fight behind this. Which means if they've smoked tunnels, and you see that smoke coming in, you can then go through their smoke with your smoke as well, layered, and then try to make a play from it, okay? Now, there should be a mid-to-B smoke from Xbox. I believe it's this one. Yeah, here we go. This lovely spot here. So what you're going to do is initially crouch, okay? Crouch and get into the corner. Look, come from this dot here. Just come to the side. Then you're going to stand, and then you're going to do a jump throw. And the aim is to get this to land on the box. Hopefully this one does. There we go. It lands on the box, which means it blooms high enough you can't really get caught. Now, they can maybe try and boost onto this box. I think that would be the one concern. Let's see. Yeah, they could maybe try and do a player boost to get onto that box, but that would be the height of it. Outside of that, you're pretty clear on that mid-to-B smoke. There is this one that you can throw from outside long, but it will, you can see the notes there, you will have a gap above the smoke. You come right into the corner, okay? And it's going to be a move jump throw looking at the top of this. Now, this is the first time I've thrown this one. I think it's this. Catches that, and then it's going to bounce into the same area, but it's going to have a gap above the smoke. So maybe if you want to, I think you want to throw the one from Xbox. Now, this one is a sort of supportive Nade. If they've smoked Xbox, please don't go too far. Right, okay, it landed properly. You can come into this corner and short. You just want to aim at this lamppost here, do a left click throw. And basically it's going to pop and blow up. And that allows the opper to take a peep as well. Now, there is a lovely smoke you can throw to cross CT here if you're worried about it. It's just a move throw aiming at the end of this box. You can see the bottom here. Move throw here. Basically, it's going to bloom in such a way that you can walk behind it. Basically the whole way until you get to here. So maybe someone short might be holding it, but if you do that off the start of the round, you can get out without the CT, or sorry, the T-side upper being able to take a shot at you. That's the replay off of there. Now you can smoke long doors from CT spawn. Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure the T's on good spawn could beat the timing for this. I want to do it in front of the... Okay, so you do it in front of this box, not in the corner. There you go. I got it that time. I was out of silence hoping it was going to hit. But yeah, you can throw that. You can see there 10.3 seconds, which means if they do get timing at the best spawn, they can beat it. If they don't, however, that'll stop them. You can also throw sort of like mid-round if you think they're coming back to try and take long control. Now, there are long support flashes. Now, the first one, I think, is always, you come here, you're going to aim at this corner, and then it's just going to be a... You're going to be here, aim just over this, like that A sign, right? And then just do that, because your guys are going to be sort of in that position, so it's going to pop behind them for the swing. You can do ones like this, which are going to land a bit... Oh, that one caught the sign. You can then just throw them in this sort of vicinity too, with a W jump throw. Like that, it's going to be well clear off them, it's going to catch them. And then there's other ones you can throw from car as well, whether you want to be stood up for it or not. I think I like coming here, this sort of middle area, and then doing a jump throw. And it's going to pop with that. So those are like a mix of flashes you can throw for the A support if you want to have them go for a peek onto doors like that. Now, a new one that I got purely from Refrag here is this blue molly. Except I've not played Dust in like nearly 2 years at this point, so you can do it from standing here. It's just a move throw, so you can see the wall sort of bends a bit there. Just make sure you're on the right-hand side. W run throw, and it's going to molly that off. So if you think someone's maybe got outdoors or hiding blue box, that's where you can throw it. Right, if you're the pit player, you're playing this angle, you're worried, you want to be able to resmoke the door, basically just throw it off this wall at any point here, and it should then bounce into doors and resmoke it off like that. Very loose. You can see the line up there. I just aimed on this wall. And you see this trajectory from how it bounces. That's a way to resmoke them. One of the other things I've seen is people like smoking the cross. Now, I don't know the exact lineups for this one, so bear with me. They basically just bounce a smoke here, I think, which like sort of smokes across. Yeah, maybe not as far. Maybe it has to come across a bit further. This is a live test one you're seeing here, boys. Yeet a smoke is going to come across, and then you're going to run and stop and throw a molly as you go. Now, I think you probably want someone still throwing flashes for, but it means if someone did get out soon, that smoke's going to be down for you to at least try and get across, and then the molly you can delay. I say, the lineups for this one aren't perfect for me. Very loose stuff, but I think that's a combination you could try to improve on, and just sort of throwing that in as an extra. Alright, this is Future Matt, logging back into Refrag, because I knew that I was going to have missed one of the 40 nades. This is the one I forgot. It's this molly from here that you can throw while you're running. So basically, if you're running up to long, you can throw this. I will say it takes a little bit of practice. You need to remember how to aim. So this is it. You're going to move, jump, throw. And the idea is it's going to catch the right-hand side off it and molly to stop them. So it doesn't go deep, but it'll molly to stop them. But it will take some practice because you basically have to get this bounce on the curve perfect, okay? Like, if you have a guy that's been playing short or has come from sight to short and like he wants to fight this, what you can do is, on this ledge, you can stand all the way here and you're not going to get spotted, but you can then go for like a right eye peek onto this angle, right? So if you're sat there and he's like, okay, I need a flash to be able to go for it, this is what you're going to do. And again, this is one that's kind of loose. You should just be able to throw this one on instinct, right? You're just going to go here, you're going to throw that. It's going to pop like that just in front of them, and they'll be able to swing off it. So you can do it from sight, you can go a bit lower. That one might bounce a bit. There you go. That one flashes nicely. You can go super high with it as well, maybe from sight. Yeah, that would work really well as well. So basically, just keep in mind that if you have a guy short and he's calling for a flash, anywhere from like this position up to sight, you can kind of just toss it over for them, okay? And then I got 4 more for you guys to make up the 40 here. I think it's actually probably more than 40 because I bundled a couple together. Like, my first one is going to be, you don't have to do this every round, but I think it's very common that the B player is going to come and basically burn a Molotov straight away, just by throwing it deep. You can't throw it deeper than that. I think if you want to come closer, you can throw, like, this one. They'll go really deep, and that actually spreads in a bit on them. That's probably the better one. Like, you want to get a deep molly in on that. And then what you can do, is if you're comfortable enough with it, is you can basically just, like, jiggle pick this with a smoke pulled. So if you see them throw a smoke, or you see vision, as soon as you see them, you just drop the smoke and you back off. And that's going to delay it. So, yes, as B player, you're burning 2 key bits of utility early. You're going to molly them early, and then you're going to jiggle pick that with the smoke out. And if they smoke, or if they make contact, you smoke it and you fall off. If it's got to the point where you've been overrun on B site, you're going to come outside of here, and you're going to throw a molly that will land onto the site. This one, I can see a crack here on my screen, but basically in the sort of middle vicinity of this, it's going to be a jump throw with this Molotov. And you can see it's going to land in sight, and it's going to burn like this, which means if you need to retake it, it's basically getting everything on site, except for that close corner and that close box. Now, you can use this to deny plant, or for the retake if you've been stuck, right? If you know they're planting on site, you can throw this just to maybe delay the plant a bit. Right, then you've got a B Plat retake mod, which I think you stand on the top right of this box. You want to aim at this middle bit here. And you're going to do a jump throw. You see, it's going to fall and catch this full deep corner, which means if they're trying to play from that deep, that just works wonders. And then the last thing while I think of it is if you are taking that risk to get into tunnels, there is a nade you can throw, which is basically you're going to come in here and just bounce it off this bit. Anything in this sort of vicinity, right? There is this exact good lineup for it. I'll go and grab the exact one now. Here it is. Move throw off this part of the wall, and it catches them. Basically anything like this, I would say, if you want to go for it. Try and get some chip damage on the B players that might be called, holding it. You know, make them a one-tap headshot with an A1S with some chip damage. And I think that's it. This video is probably much longer than usual. It's a YouTube video, not skins, so I know some of you guys may have clicked, not even watched it this far, right? But if you have, you're an absolute real one. I appreciate it. It's been a while since we've done a utility video like this, so we'll see how it goes. But I appreciate the support you guys have had recently. I do want to do more sort of educational content like this, but obviously the core of the channel is skins. But if you guys let me know if you enjoy this, any changes you'd like to see, any sort of content in particular you'd like to see in the future on the educational side, whether it's utility, getting better at the game, stuff like that, please let me know and I'll aim to get that sorted. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button here around here, and we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.